purpose is basically so that any future residents that have similar requests are treated differently than I was in my family. So, I mean, I'll give a summary of the events and what I basically gave you. My son is, if he wasn't a student at the Charter School Innovation Academy, which is a charter school in Kingsborough, and he was in the 8th grade. Our intent was to keep him at the charter school in Kingsborough as a 9th grader. Unfortunately, he likes wrestling, and that's not a sport that was offered at Innovation Academy. So there is a process in place, and I did seek the information in regards to that, and it falls under the MIAA Rule 52. So we've done some research on it. We believe that Anthony fell under that criteria. We applied, we made contact with the Dracut School in December. We spoke with Mr. Woods. We had meetings with the superintendent and Mr. Woods. Throughout that time, they led us to believe that they were going to put the waiver request through, as you can see in my summary. We were obviously misled because in the end what they basically said was that they felt that it was not it was a futile effort to pursue this. This is now 5 months after the fact that they told us they're submitting waivers, they're doing it, they're working diligently. Meetings with them telling us the same things, and after 5 or 6 months, we're now in, at the end of the school year, and we have to figure out what we're going to do with my son, who is hearing impaired. And that was one of the issues that he was at Innovation Academy for, because they were able to accommodate his needs better than what the Dracut school system would be able to do. And that's not, that's just a fact. That's what it was. We felt he was in the best situation. He was thriving there. There was a process in place. It is called Rule 52. And our issue was that the Dracut school system basically acted as a screening agent and said, no, we're not going to put this waiver through. There was no clear-cut reason as to why they did it, other than the 2 reasons that they said. 1, they felt it was a futile effort, and 2, they didn't want to set a precedent. Well, we have a letter from the Mass Office of Disability that basically said that they cannot use that as a reasoning and that they should, in fact, put the waiver through, but they refused to do that. And in the end, it wouldn't give us an explanation as to why they refused to do that. The 3 points I really want to focus on are that in going through this whole process and dealing with the Dracut administration, the superintendent, the school board, I certainly feel that in the future, any waivers that are submitted, and if a parent feels that their son or daughter meets that criteria, then Dracut should not be the screening agent for what waivers go through and what waivers don't go through. Here's my logic in coming to that conclusion. Say, for example, somebody wanted to put an addition into their house, and they had to go before the planning board, right? Okay. If Dracut, Board of Selectmen, reviewed that and said, well, we're going to put the Jones request through, but we're not going to put the Smith request through, that you're clearly opening yourself up to some type of legal issues and ramifications. Why are you putting the Jones waiver through, but not the Smith waiver? Or in this case, why are you allowing them to go to the planning board, but not this family to go before the planning board? And so you don't have an election now. Anybody can go before the planning board. You can't deny them the opportunity to do that. The Dracut Public Schools denied us the request to go have a waiver process. All we wanted to do was apply, and if the MIAA said no, then there was an appeal process in place. But to have the Dracut Public Schools come and say, no, we're not going to put the waiver through because we feel it's a futile effort, or we don't want to set a precedent, directly violating what the Office of Massachusetts on Disability suggested them to do. Clearly, I mean, I'm not a lawyer, but open yourself up to some type of possible legal ramifications. That's not our intent. We're not, I'm not going to sue the town. I'll make it publicly known. I'm not going to do that. But I just want it very clear that in the future, if you're going to take that position, then that's the possibility of things that could happen. So.